Well, we're back right here on the program, Hala Kuwait, and that was a beautiful report about Georgia. And right now we have with us His Excellency Mr. Noshrevan Lomtatidze, and he is the ambassador of Georgia to the state of Kuwait. Your Excellency, welcome to our program.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tariq. Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to have you with us right here on Hala Kuwait. And also welcome to the state of Kuwait, Mr. Ambassador. Can you please tell us your impressions of the country so far?
At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude for this opportunity to speak with you, Mr. Tariq, and your wonderful audience. Which I arrived not a long time ago. It's been tremendous, just wonderful experience. And I should say that it's my great honor and privilege to represent Georgia in the state of Kuwait, carrying forward our bilateral partnership. And I would like to express my gratitude to this beautiful country, which I believe is truly a gem of the Gulf region. And I'm immensely thankful to this beautiful country for amazing embrace of me and my family with so much warmth and kindness that I already did fall in love with Kuwait and have the feeling of being in my second home.
That's great to hear that, Ambassador, and we're very happy that you feel very comfortable here, you and your family. And maybe you could tell our audience watching right now, sir, where you served before, your education, a little bit about your background, please.
Indeed, my background is mainly anchored in economics. I graduated from Tbilisi State University and later on did my master's degree at the Columbia University, United States. Well, since we are talking about education, I will briefly veer off the subject with your permission. One of the successful domains of cooperation between Georgia and Kuwait have been providing education opportunities for Kuwaitis as well as foreign experts living in Kuwait, since we have an excellent combination of high quality and also the competitive low prices, particularly in medical field. So going back to your question, I would like to emphasize that I served in various positions at the Ministry of Finance, Parliament of Georgia. Also, I was a deputy head of mission in Tokyo, as well as director of Department for International Economic Relations at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Georgia. To this end, exercising economic diplomacy is one of the main priorities for me by stimulating interest of Kuwaiti business people towards Georgia. However, this is my first posting as ambassador, and looking ahead, my whole objective is to, with hands-on approach, to increase awareness about and visibility of Georgia and enhance outreach to Kuwaiti people by forming enduring partnerships and promoting people-to-people exchange.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, that leads me to our next question. You know, maybe you could elaborate a little bit about the bilateral relationship between Kuwait and Georgia. It's a very strong, friendly relationship. Maybe you could elaborate a little bit more, please, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you for this question. Kuwait and Georgia have been enjoying friendship and increasingly close and multidimensional cooperation. Just recently, 2 weeks ago, I had the privilege of conveying credentials to His Highness Sheikh Michel Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, and I was truly amazed by his bold vision and very strong leadership that His Highness put forward. So during discussion, His Highness outlined guidelines in order to further enhance our bilateral partnership, and I intend to faithfully implement these guidelines. At the same time, I would like to reiterate, I said it before, but I would like to repeat that the wise stewardship of His Highness has helped to turn Kuwait into this fortress of stability in this sea of turmoil in the region. And we see just very close to our region so much suffering and so much destruction. And I firmly believe that if heads of certain states were as dedicated and committed to the well-being of their people as His Highness is, we would not have witnessed so much suffering and destruction. I would like to use this opportunity and express my special gratitude to His Excellency Minister of Foreign Affairs Abdullah Yahya and his excellent staff of professionals, his excellent team for Kuwait's continued support of Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity, as well as building consensus on global issues. So I will use this opportunity to reiterate that I would like to foster relations between our countries, particularly in the field of investment, education, culture.
Tell us a little bit more about that, Your Excellency, a little bit about, the economic, collaboration, especially you come from an economic background. People here love to travel, and Georgia is a destination a lot of people here like to go to. And as you touched on earlier, they like to go there also, some people for the education,
yes.
A good medical system. Maybe touch on that a little bit more for our audience.
Indeed, this is the subject dear to my heart. Kuwait is truly Georgia's key international partner, and we strive to elevate this enhanced partnership to a qualitatively new level by welcoming Kuwaiti business people in Georgia. And remarkably, with the strong underlying macroeconomic fundamentals and reforms implemented by the government of Georgia, we witnessed robust economic growth in Georgia. Just several figures I will just mention that the real GDP growth, average GDP growth in the first 9 months reached 10% in Georgia. We have booming industries in construction, hospitality, and real estate with growth rates of 16, 12, and 8% respectively, while the annual return on investment in real estate ranges from 15 to 20%, which is really very impressive. And I should mention also that according to the World Bank, Georgia is on the 7th place in the world.
That's
7th
great.
place in the world in ease of doing business. So for instance, opening a company for the foreigner or registering property, it just takes 1 day. Simple as that. So
very straightforward.
Very straightforward. And I would like to also highlight that the agreement between governments of Georgia and Kuwait on the promotion and reciprocal protection of investments ensures and guarantees the rights of Kuwaiti business people operating in Georgia.
That's good.
So
Have some
bottom line,
safeguards.
yes, absolutely. And the bottom line is, given Georgia's this business-friendly environment and benefits of Georgia's continued integration into European Union single market, there are ample opportunities for Kuwaiti investors to invest in hospitality, real estate, construction, agriculture.
Many different fields, and hopefully, Your Excellency, during your tenure right here in the state of Kuwait,
yes,
this will expand and become even at a higher number between the two countries. And Georgia is well known, Your Excellency, for a very beautiful country with a lot to see and do. At the beginning of our, before our interview, we had some clips that you were kind enough, your staff, to provide for us, showing the beautiful destinations, cities, and a bit of the landscape. We could probably spend the next hour or more just talking about all the things to do and see in Georgia. But tell us a little bit, summarize a little bit for our audience, please, Mr. Ambassador.
Absolutely. We have booming hospitality and tourism sectors, and we have varied scenery with the highest mountains in Europe to subtropical seaside, rich culture, and world-famous cuisine, which is unfortunately not that known in Kuwait yet. But traditionally, Georgians consider guests as the gift from the gods, so you can feel the amiability once you reach Georgia. And because of that, last year we received more than 7 million international visitors, which is basically double of Georgian population. And I'm very glad to know that number of Kuwaitis visiting Georgia increased by more than 45%. So this is very impressive, and we hope that this trend will continue. And I should say that this is further facilitated by direct flights by Kuwait Airways and Jazeera Airlines, and I'm pleased to know that we had just the inauguration of the Jazeera Airlines flight to the city of Batumi. And also,
congratulations on that.
yes, thank you very much. And I would like to emphasize that Kuwaitis don't need visa. They are exempted for visa for 360 days to visit Georgia. And also residence permit holders residing in Kuwait also don't need visa. And it just takes 2 hours, 20 minutes to fly.
Yeah, it's a quick
Georgia.
flight there.
Very quick flight.
That's
yes,
true. And a very beautiful country, as many people see and say. And Mr. Ambassador, coming up in the next few months, do you have any cultural activities planned in the near future that you would like to talk about or explain to the audience watching the program tonight?
Absolutely. I believe that culture is the best expression of the society, and my whole mission is to create fertile ground for cultural cooperation and mutually beneficial exchange. Not that many people are aware in Kuwait that Georgian history is very intensively intertwined with the Arab world. For example, the emirate was established in Georgia in the year 736 in the capital city of Tbilisi, and 4 years onward the city serves as a way station for the merchants in their Silk Road trade through the Caucasus. So we intend to intensify our efforts to have cultural events, and with the helping hand and cooperation with the National Council of
Culture, Arts and
Letters, we envisage to organize Georgian Cultural Week to showcase Georgian polyphonic singing and world-famous folk dances, which were the trademark features of Georgia.
Well, we look forward to that, Mr. Ambassador, and please let us know anytime you have any events. It's our pleasure to take a look at that. And very nice to have you with us right here on our program, Ya Hala Kuwait. And at the end of our interview, sir, do you have any last comments or words for the audience watching the program tonight?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward for further deepening of our political and economic cooperation. And I would like to use this opportunity and encourage Kuwaiti business people and people in general to visit, explore and capitalize on the opportunities that Georgia can offer. And I would like to wish peace and prosperity to this beautiful country, to Kuwaiti government and the Kuwaiti people.
Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Ambassador. We wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors and your stay right here in the state of Kuwait.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. We were talking to His Excellency Mr. Noshrevan Lomtatidze, who is the Ambassador of Georgia to the state of Kuwait. We'd like to thank him very much for his valuable insight and time with us this evening right here on the program. Right now we're going to go on to another one of our great reports. As I did say earlier, the camera crew have been very busy filming all around the state of Kuwait. Now we're going to go take a look at this next report, and it's dealing with the fashion business training course. Let's take a look at this training course and what took place. Stay tuned.